What's up, everybody? Welcome to Heresy Financial. Just a quick update for you on the markets today. Yesterday was Monday. There was a big sell-off in the market, so we're going to look at that, talk about the slight rebound that we're starting to have today on Tuesday, and what we might expect moving forward. Let's dive in. All right, so yesterday on Monday, we had quite a big sell-off in certain areas of the market. This was a little bit expected due to the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, with some heightened political tensions now because of what will happen as a result of that. We also had a sell-off in gold and a severe sell-off in silver. Silver was down about 8% yesterday. It's rebounded slightly right now, pretty much flat. Same with gold. It's pretty much flat for the day today as well. Now, gold has held above 1900, and 1900 is kind of the mark there. And so if it does fall below 1900 and then doesn't get back above 1900 quickly like it did yesterday, then I might expect a little bit more of a steep sell-off. But as long as it stays above 1900, that's still bullish, and it looks like it will, because like I've been talking about on this channel for a while, the short position of the gold trading desks on net means that every time there's a sell-off, they take that opportunity to unload their shorts, which means they have to buy. That pushes the price back up. And so looks like we do still have a pretty strong floor underneath gold. Silver's a different story. Silver doesn't have that same position on net by the trading desks. And so you're going to see when silver takes a hit, it's going to be a big hit. You're not going to have the same buying pressure rush into silver. Add into that the fact that silver is just regularly more volatile than gold. I'm not surprised that it sold off more than gold. It's a little bit more than I expected that we might have short term here, but ultimately with things like gold and silver, the further down that they fall, the more bullish I become. These are fantastic buying opportunities because the macro environment is very favorable for them still. Now, when we're looking at stocks, if you look at the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Russell 2000, we're starting to see here, it looks like the end of the sell-off. Now, my price targets of 3,800 for the S&P 500, 2,500 for gold, $35 for silver. I'm still holding those price targets. There's nothing that I'm seeing right now that makes me want to re-examine the price targets. The date, however, I'm a little bit skeptical that we'll hit those prices by the election. It looks like the markets are pricing in a lot more volatility prior to the election than they are afterwards. And at this point, what I've been looking at looks like, kind of regardless of what the election outcome will be, that prior to the election, similar to 2016, there'll be volatility and selling right before the election, and we'll probably have a big rebound and rally afterwards. A couple of reasons for that are, number one, if we have a Biden win, the pandemic will have magically ended probably overnight. If we have a Biden win, we're probably going to see the narrative completely change overnight about that, and that should provide some tailwinds to equities. If we do have a Trump win, we might have a little bit more volatility just due to some of the tensions, but the markets should relax a little bit with knowing that we're not going to get hit with any large tax hikes. This is looking more and more like a sell the rumor buy the fact, to where the markets are pricing in more volatility about the event before it happens, and then afterwards we can expect a little bit of a relief. Now, none of this is fundamental about stocks. You know, you've been around the channel for a long time. I don't think the economy is in a healthy place. The economy is actually crumbling. Doesn't matter. Stocks, the markets are kind of detached from that just because of the sheer amount of money that's been created that's has to find a place to go. And so that's keeping asset prices up, keeping them elevated, and will continue to push them up as that continues. And the money creation has to continue. They can't pull that back or else the whole facade crumbles. The one area of stocks that does look like you can still find a lot of value, I've been saying again for a long time, gold mining stocks. Gold mining stocks are still the cheapest stocks in the market right now. There are a lot of garbage miners, but there are a lot of absolutely fantastic companies out there that you can still buy at very, very attractive valuations. The macro environment right now for gold mining stocks is better than it's ever been when you consider everything that's happening. Many of them are extremely profitable. Even if gold starts to fall from here, many of them are extremely profitable down to, $1,500 gold, $1,200 gold, $1,100 gold. And so from a value standpoint, gold mining stocks are still probably the buy of the decade at this point. So that's about it. I wanted to let you guys know. I know most of you probably already have your full gold positions built. But me, I get to ask this question almost on a daily basis. People will say, hey, I've been, watching your videos, or I've been hearing you talk, and I agree with you that it's probably a good idea to get an inflation hedge to buy gold. But how do I actually do that? If I want to buy gold, should I get a gold ETF? Should I buy a gold mining stock? Should I go down to a pawn shop and buy some gold jewelry or some collector's coins? And so the actual practical application of what's the best way to go about acquiring gold for myself so I don't get screwed on price and that I'm not exposing myself to, a bunch of counterparty risk. What's the best way to buy gold? I get that question all the time. So I created a guide to help people out with answering this question. You can purchase it. The link is in the description below. For my launch sale, it's only $3 because I want as many people to be able to get it as possible. And so it's only $3 right now for just the first couple of days. It's got a video that's about 70 minutes long that goes through every area of gold buying, whether it's just for savings, whether it's for storage, whether it's for your brokerage account or your retirement account. Goes through every area of that, shows all the available choices, what the best ones are, and then I provide a document with all of the applicable links as well. And so it's straightforward, simple language, nothing complicated about it. Just pointing everybody in the right direction on what's the best way to actually get my hands on gold in the best way possible. So only $3 just for the next couple of days. If you know anybody that has been asking you about buying gold, feel free to just send this along to them because this will answer all their questions. So as always, I appreciate you guys. You're the best. Have a good day.